When markets are, nobody wants a holiday when markets are in a good groove. When markets are in a pause mode, everybody wants a holiday. So I think we're going through that phase of the market where it's a welcome truncated week. Even though this week nothing big is expected, it's a truncated week, there is year-end planning, and then there is F&O expiry. So I don't think from a market standpoint you will see anything which could be called as very substantial or which really could be called as very meaningful, purely looking at the factors which are at play. That said, last week's price action in the second half, especially Thursday, Friday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, was far more satisfactory and far more encouraging than what we've seen of late. So markets are showing signs of bottoming out. Markets are showing sign that at lower level bargain buying is back. Markets are showing signs that at lower level flows are coming back into select mid and small cap stocks. Markets are no longer showing signs of extreme nervousness, extreme compulsion which is at play. So 3 days, well, difficult to gauge which way directionally things would move because of the factors which are at play. But for me, the takeaway based on Thursday or Friday's price action and looking at the global setup is more constructive, purely because at low level not only Nifty has shown signs of bottoming out, the market now clearly seems to be dividing in which are the small cap stocks which are in a leadership position, which are the mid cap stocks which should be avoided right now. So that shakeout, if I may use the word, has left the market fractured, but you pretty much know that who's come on the right side of the trade.
Nikunj, if we look at the peak pessimism of last week, it was around 21,700, and from there we have rebound almost 600-700 points on the Nifty, Bank Nifty to almost 4-5%. In fact, small cap, mid cap, which you are referring to, at one point in time were down 10-11%. At least 40% of that has been recovered. Does it look like in the next remaining 3 days of this month, there could be short covering which could take us higher?
See, I will not rule out that we go pretty close to an all-time high on the Nifty. That cannot be ruled out. While we are assuming that there is a year-end factor at play, I would look at that factor more constructively, because that is a factor which can also work in the favor of the bulls. So purely from a Nifty standpoint, I will not be surprised if we try and make an attempt which may take Nifty just close to a new all-time high, and we may just have this last hurrah left before the year ends. Second, in the small and the mid cap space, I think there are pockets of outperformance and pockets of value which are clearly emerging. For example, if I may use the word mid cap to describe the consumer tech and the fintech space, the Zomato and the Policy Bazaars of the world, even Paytm for that matter, that pocket has exhibited a lot of strength. Looks like the correction has not hit that pocket at all. Then where is value in the market? I think OMCs have started looking cheap. The election factor really would be at play, and I will not be surprised that in the run-up to the election, you may actually see OMCs, you may see select defense names and some of the power stocks that continue to outperform. So this market is going to be, I would say, very fractured. It's going to be divided, but you need to have a bullish approach. Don't sit on too much of cash. I think the storm, at least in some of those over-owned, over-discussed, bloated, Humpty Dumpty stocks actually has come down. So in the small cap, Humpty Dumpty has had a big fall. After that, I think the market is looking far more leaner and far more healthier.
Yeah.